Hey guys, welcome to Technibility, your source for no-nonsense tech. My name is Berj, and we got the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus right here. Unboxing and full review. We're going to go ahead and get started right now. Alright, this is the newly released Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. This is Samsung's latest flagship, the follow-up to obviously the Galaxy S7 and the S7 Edge. Alright, here's the phone. I've already set it up, but I'm going to go ahead and put it aside. I'm going to just do a quick unboxing so you guys can see what's in the box. Okay, of course you have the charger, the headphones. Okay, you can see different type of headphones than what you're used to. USB-C charger, the adapters. So that's the box. Just want to get that quickly out of the way. Not much going on with the box other than of course the accessories that you get with the phone. Okay. Alright, here's the actual phone, the Galaxy S8 Plus. I'm going to go ahead and peel off the sticker. And this is the Midnight Black model. Okay. Alright, there's the phone. You can see, first thing you notice is there's no home button. So Samsung has done away with the physical home button, gone with the all on-screen capacitive buttons. Very similar to other model Android phones that have the capacitive on-screen navigation buttons. So you can see if I unlock it from the side, there's the phone in all of its 6.2-inch glory. Now this phone right here is stunning. Right off the bat, you're going to notice this is a beautiful phone. It's absolutely stunning to look at. It's so futuristic looking. If you've seen, say, something like the LG G6, they've gone with a similar design where it's very little bezel. But what Samsung has done here is they've taken the Edge technology and they've applied it to this mentality of little to no bezel. And if I was to just show you guys the phone here close up, you can see the charger down below. And this is literally all black. So if you have a black wallpaper, it's going to look like there's literally no bezel on the device. Okay. See the volume rockers with the Bixby button, Samsung's personal assistant. Top you have the SIM tray with the SD card, and this is a 64 gigabyte model. It does take SD card storage. Alright, there's the power button right there. Of course you saw the speaker down below and the headphone jack, and on the back you could see the camera, the fingerprint scanner, and the back glass, which is very sensitive, and again it's a big device. So, and I repair S7 Edges all the time, so I know that I'm going to get a lot of these phones for repair. Now the rear camera is a 12 megapixel with optical image stabilization. The front facing camera is an 8 megapixel. The rear does record in 4K, of course. And the front records in, I believe, 2K at 30 frames per second. So, or excuse me, 1440p at 30 frames per second. So still a very solid front-facing camera. I mean, it wasn't that long ago where this quality front-facing camera was the primary camera on the back of phones. So now you see that on the front. Okay, so you could see right off the bat, it's a stunning device. It is running Android 7.0 Nougat with Samsung Experience, as they call it, or Samsung TouchWiz, which is what it's better known for. Let me go ahead and just turn down the brightness ever so slightly. Okay, now going through the specs, this thing does have a absolutely stunning 6.2-inch Super AMOLED display, rendering it's rendering 529 pixels per inch, 1440 by 2960 pixels, and you could adjust the resolution of the screen via the settings. So it does give you that option if you want to save battery. It's Corning Gorilla Glass 5. You have 3D touch on the home button. Okay, 3D touch has been added to the home button. So that's a feature if you're used to the iPhone 6s, 6S Plus, and the 7. You have 3D touch. They've added that to the home button here. You have the fingerprint scanner on the back, of course, with the flash on the rear. Okay, this thing is running a octa-core processor, Exynos 8895 octa-core chipset. Again, it's running Android 7.0 Nougat. You have a Mali G71 MP20 GPU and an Adreno 540 if you're running on the US model. Beasts, absolutely beast GPU, 4 gigabytes of internal RAM, micro SD up to 256, and then of course 64 gigabyte internal storage. The battery is I believe a little bit smaller than the S7 and S7 Edge. It's 3500 milliamp battery, so it's still a very, very large battery. 3500 milliamp is solid, and it does come in midnight black, orchid gray, arctic silver, coral blue, and maple gold. This is the black. I like the all black. I think it has the nicest look and feel to it. So yeah, for me, if it's got to be all black, because again, if you put an all black wallpaper, it's going to look like there's little to no bezel, and to me, that's just a stunning look for a phone that looks like this. You can see the edges. You have the edge panel right here, okay, and then of course the top and the bottom. No home button, but you do have the navigation keys, which I'm pretty certain you can adjust and customize if you so please. Now, if I go to settings, you can see the multitude of different connection settings, sound and vibration, notification, display settings. Again, you could see you could change the screen resolution, full HD plus, WQHD plus, and HD plus. Okay, you got full screen apps, a bunch of different home screen settings in terms of adjusting the grid, if you so please. You got the Hello Bixby settings as well, which is their personal assistant, similar to Google Now or Google Assistant on the Google Pixel. You have screen mode options, which changes kind of the hue of the display. You're going to get screen burn with these phones. It's inevitable with almost every AMOLED display phone. Almost every, not all of them, but almost every. So if you keep your brightness above 50%, expect to get screen burn. It's kind of hard to avoid it unless you put your brightness down really low. And even when you do that, it's very common to get screen burn on AMOLED displays. Screen burn meaning you get images or text or the keyboard or other types of things, icons burned into the display that you'll notice on light backgrounds. Okay, you can see icons with frames. You could adjust that as well. A bunch of different edge screen features as well. You can see the edge panels. All right. Okay, and I'm used to the bottom navigation. I'm used to not having a home button because I use the Google Pixel. So I am used to that. Screensaver options, you could see a multitude of different settings, video enhancer, language and input, vision, always on display. Your apps options, your lock screen and security if you want to set the fingerprint. And of course now you have face recognition, which was available on the Note 7. So that was a feature that was available on the Note 7. Basically recognizes your face, your eyes, so to speak, so that if you want to unlock it, you just look at the phone and it unlocks it for you. Good security, I suppose. I think they tried it with a picture of a person and it doesn't work that way. So it is good security. Find My Mobile, Samsung Pass, again, the iris scanner, which scans your eyes. So that would be the iris scanner. And then you also have face recognition, which actually just want to show you guys here. So if I put a pattern, okay, continue, confirm. Okay, so here we go with face recognition. So it's basically hold your phone 8 to 20 inches from your face, position your face. I'm not going to set this up right now, but I just wanted to show you guys how it works. Okay, and then it'll give you percentage to how much it's achieved in terms of gathering that information. Okay, so you could see device maintenance, which is like a, basically device maintenance is device maintenance. It's a task manager built into the system. And I don't suggest downloading task managers. Whatever you guys do, don't download task managers. Now, the real cream of the crop here with Android and the Galaxy are the theme options. You have a multitude of different theme options, ton of different wallpapers, gorgeous wallpapers. You have live wallpapers. You could see here infinity wallpaper. So a multitude of different wallpapers. If you go through them, you'll see that there's definitely something for everyone. So you have a ton of different themes as well, different icon packs, fonts, everything you can possibly imagine is there via the themes. You can also change the icon grids, as I said earlier, general management, report diagnostic information, language and input, keyboard options essentially, software updates. Again, you can see if you have a software update. But if I was to go to About Phone, Android version 7.0, so we are running on Nougat. And if I go back, you can see it says Samsung Experience version 8.1. TouchWiz, guys. It's called TouchWiz. Of course, you can always enable developer options by just constantly clicking on build number. And you have developer options if you want to fiddle with those. All right, let's get out of settings here and just look at the overall speed, performance speed of the phone. You could see it's blazing fast. I'm closing and opening out of everything, and it's super fast. And a lot of that is thanks to 7.0 Nougat, which has really sped up Android as a whole. Okay, so I haven't set up my account or anything on this yet, so I can't download any apps from the Play Store, but I just wanted to show you guys in terms of performance speed. Okay, you can see you can create folders. If I long press, let's say I want to add a widget, easy breezy lemon squeezy. I can add Samsung Notes take it, drag it there, boom, 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 done. If I want to remove it, I could long press on it and remove. Okay, you can also long press icons if you want to uninstall sleep, remove shortcut, select. And if I want the app drawer, I could just swipe down from the screen. There's my app drawer. You could search the phone as well. If I keep swiping, you see Bixby, which also has the Bixby button right there. Okay. This is like Samsung's personal assistant. If I go to the settings here, Bixby cards, Bixby on lock screen, supported apps. So I can go back here, you see Bixby. Basically like a personal assistant, creates itineraries for you and all that good stuff. Okay, I can multitask. And I can just simply have multiple apps open at once. You can see how this works right here. Very simple. I could have 2 apps. Okay. All right. Click on more apps, open the calculator, for example, and then just maximize it. I believe if I swipe down, oh, maybe not. Okay. You can see that right there. Locks it to that specific area. Snap window dismissed. Okay, so great multitasking. In my opinion, true multitasking. And of course, you can close out of apps or just close out of all. Super quick. See how quick everything just happened right there? I mean, it was literally immediate. Everything was immediate to my touch, as it should be in this day and age with smartphones. I don't think you should have any lag on any phones in 2017. So I'm happy that we're past that, or at least I think we're past it. Again, you have 3D touch on the home button, back button, and then of course the multitasking key. All right, so there's Google Assistant right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out some video on this gorgeous display.
Hey guys, welcome to Technibility. I'm Berj. We have a Samsung Galaxy Note 3.
You could change the ratio to fit the entire
two-part
screen.
comparison here. We're going to get as comprehensive and detailed as possible. Again,
Fast forwarding through the video here.
see how that works? You got Google Now. Tell me the weather.
That is stunning.
You got Google Now, which we'll get in depth with in
That
a few
is
minutes.
stunning.
All right, so let's go through some of its features and some of the apps. You can see the calendar. Obviously, this is the TouchWiz calendar. You can view it by date, by week, by day, by month.
And of course, you can multitask here.
You can see right here, you could set up an appointment. You can also do this through Google Now. Turn on personalized data, just push OK there. All right, don't show me this again. Dismiss, and you can enter the title. You can
do both at the same time.
Which you can swipe.
Okay, and then I could just go home, and everything's closed out. All right, there's your weather widget right there. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the camera here. Ton of features on this absolutely stunning camera. Okay, so not a very good representation of the photos I'm taking here, but nonetheless, gorgeous camera. The rear camera, 12 megapixel. You have a ton of different filters here. You can see the filters. You can add these faces that people seem to love these days. Of course, stamps. Okay, you can see I can add a stamp when I take a picture. Ton of different filters. Ton of different effects. You also have HDR mode. If I go to settings, you can see you have a ton of different settings. Picture size. Front camera is 8 megapixel. Video size. Full HD. Of course, you have QHD. VGA if you want to go really low. Motion video. Record a short video clip of what happens before each picture is taken. Quick launch, open camera by quickly pressing the power key twice. I don't like that. I'm going to turn that off. I find myself accidentally pushing it all the time. Volume key function takes pictures when you push the volume key. Shutter sound, of course. Location tag, picture size. All right, so the rear camera is absolutely stunning. I took some pictures earlier of the outdoors. The quality is phenomenal. Pinch zoom, super smooth. Just absolutely stunning quality. I don't think this video can do it justice, but the quality is phenomenal. The screen is absolutely gorgeous on this thing. And of course you could edit it, auto adjust. So I can edit, do whatever it is I so please. Advanced effects, decorations, tones, transform, etc. Okay, and then you have Bixby vision. So Bixby Vision, see more than meets tab. Bixby detects what you're looking at and gives you the info you need. It finds products online, searches for similar images, shows notable locations, never translate tab, reads QR codes, and more. Okay, so you'd have to sign in for Bixby Vision if you like that type of feature. Okay, so we're going to turn that off. All right, so a ton of different features with the rear camera. Of course, you have Pro Mode, Panorama, Selective Focus, Slow-Mo, Hyper Lapse, Food, Virtual Shot. Pro Mode is really cool if you're into that type of thing. So Pro Mode on the camera as well. Okay, so let's go do Auto. Go back to the front-facing camera. All right, my hair's a mess. All right, again, you can see the different filters, like Snapchat filters. Alrighty. There you have it. Also have filters. So beautiful camera. Absolutely stunning, especially when you're blending it with the AMOLED display. Everything looks clear, crisp, and that's basically what you'd want in today's day and age with a camera phone. Okay, you can see unit converter here on the calculator. You have your messages application with the keyboard. The Samsung keyboard. Hey there. How are you? Okay, tap to keep the. You can check that. You can attach photos if you want. Most recent photos, other video, audio, record audio. Okay. You can also do voice. Hey, what's going on? What are you doing today? Question mark. Do you want to go out? Question mark. Let's hang out! Exclamation mark. Simple enough. You can tap to pause it if you'd like. And of course, you have all your emojis. Okay. Close out of messages. Look at the dialer. Internet. Okay, good smooth pinch zoom. You got your tabs. Secret mode. Okay, gallery. Just look at the gallery here. You got your different albums, your pictures, you got stories. Okay, look how quick that is. Everything is so fast. If I long press it, I could share it, delete it. Of course, you have the ability to do this. Or to make them smaller. Okay. Hello, Bixby. You can see that. It's kind of like your own little personal assistant. And you still have Google now. And Google Assistant as well, which I haven't signed into, but Google Assistant's really cool. A little stalkerish at times, but really cool. You can see not a lot of bloatware, but you do get the T-Mobile apps if you're with T-Mobile or whatever carrier you're with. Device unlock, T-Mobile, T-Mobile TV, visual voicemail. Here's the clock application. Just going through everything now. Contacts, again, which I haven't really set up. Okay. Samsung Pay, all the Samsung apps, Samsung Health, Notes, Samsung Plus, Connect, Secure Folder. So all this is there. Very minimal, you know. The whole thing is very minimal. All right, looking at the phone again, just going around it. It's a little bit thicker than the Galaxy S7 Edge. I believe this would be roughly about, I'm not exact. Oh yeah, it's 8.1 millimeters. So it is a little bit thicker than the Galaxy S7 Edge. And the back is also Gorilla Glass 5, just in case any of you are wondering. And you do have Samsung Pay on it as well, of course. And just looking at the lock screen here. Okay, you could change your shortcut. Of course, you have your notification bar. Just to show you here, you can block notifications, clear all. Easy enough, right? All right, super fast again. You have your Google search tab. Pinch zoom, home screen settings, wallpapers, delete. You could remove a Hello Bixby altogether if you like. That's what you want to do. Okay. fingerprint magnet. Look at all those fingerprints. I'm not really too familiar with the battery life quite yet, but so far it seems pretty well. I've been using it all day. I'm at 93%, so not bad at all. Okay. Look at all those fingerprints. That's the one thing about the black. It's going to always be a fingerprint magnet. That jet black finish, basically. Midnight black. Stunning device. It's big. It's long. You know, it's going to be hard if you don't have humongous hands to reach up to the top with one hand and bring down the notification. So you're probably going to have to use two hands. But nonetheless, it's still an absolutely stunning device. The Galaxy S8 Plus, what do I think? Is it an upgrade from the S7 Edge? Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely a better looking phone than the S7 Edge. But in terms of features and overall functionality, I think you're probably perfectly fine with your S7 Edge. But if you're one of those people that has to have the latest and greatest, then definitely the S8 Plus is the way to go. Or you could just look at the regular S8 if you don't want a phone with a 6.2-inch screen that's as big as this is. Just to compare it to, say, the LG G6, you could see the size difference. Not much bigger, but still definitely a little bit larger. So, yeah, it's not the smallest phone. And I do think the placement of the fingerprint is absolutely asinine because you're constantly going to be touching the camera glass, which is going to smudge it up, so your pictures might not come out as clear. Again, not a big deal. You can clean it fairly easily, but I think the placement is a little off. Probably would have made more sense to have it right down here, but probably would have been the same thing. People would have missed it either way. And there's a ton of different ways to unlock the device, so you don't necessarily have to use the fingerprint scanner. All right, there you guys go, the Galaxy S8 Plus. Probably a lot of things that I didn't go through, but I just wanted to go through a general assessment of the hardware and software. Stay tuned as I post more reviews and comparisons with the S8 Plus. I'm going to be comparing it to all different high-end phones currently out on the market, so stay tuned for that, guys. Otherwise, this is the S8 Plus. My name is Berj. You guys have watched Technibility, your source for no-nonsense tech. If you have any questions or concerns about this phone, please leave me a comment in the comment section below. Otherwise, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Berj. Have a good one.